Hello, brothers and sisters. God bless you. I prayed the other night that the Lord would use me as a mouthpiece, and even if it wasn't something good. I'm a dreamer. I've had 2 rapture dreams, and I've had another dream of wearing a wedding dress and being called to a feast and trying to get people ready, and they wouldn't listen to me. This dream last night is an urgent one. It was horrific. It's not like the other dreams I had. This dream, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5, it says, God did not spare the ancient world either. He brought the flood on the world of ungodly people. But he protected Noah and 7 other people. Noah was his messenger who told people about the kind of life that has God's approval. So the Bible says it will be as in the days of Noah. And the Bible says there will be sudden destruction. I was somewhere, it was like an outdoor fair. There were people, they were partying, they were laughing, they were drinking, like beer. They were playing, there was a creek, they were playing in the water. I was going around and warning people. I had told them that I had seen this before. So the Bible says it will be as in the days of Noah. I told them that the Lord was coming and how horrific it was going to be. And no one would listen. They kept going and kept doing the same things. People were playing hide and go seek. People were just doing things as they wanted to. And there was a little boy in the dream. And in the dream, he was my younger brother. And when my brother was young, I used to kind of be like a mom to him. So this just represents there are people who have been praying for family members and they really don't want to leave because they're afraid to leave their family members behind. And so I kept trying to warn this little boy, who just represents a blood family member, and he wouldn't listen. And I told a coach, which represents a teacher, because he was a teacher and a coach. I told him what was coming, and he completely ignored me. And this just represents some of the church shepherds we have that will not teach about the rapture. They won't mention the rapture. They're not warning the people. If you don't believe in the rapture, you won't go, because we have to believe by faith in God's word. So there's going to be a lot of people left behind. And they're not teaching it in some churches are not teaching it to the people. They're afraid to tell the people because they're afraid they'll get mad at them, they won't like them, or they'll leave. But this was a warning dream. I mean, all of a sudden, people started going under the water and being swept away and drowning. And there was a man behind a counter. It was kind of like a booth, because it was kind of like a fair. There was a man behind a counter at a booth, and I talked to him, and he knew it was coming, but he did not want to stop what he was doing, which was making pouring the drinks and stuff, because he didn't want to lose his revenue. So you can't love God and money. There's people that are going to be left behind because they don't want to leave their homes. They don't want to leave their lifestyle. They want things to continue as they are. They don't understand that when these things happen, things will never be the same. It's not going to be, nothing will continue as it is. There are mockers right now. They say that he's delayed his coming, and that things just continue as they are. And so they have just turned their back on him, on the Lord, and they just keep doing their own desires. And so this man knew he was coming, and He did not care. He just kept making the drinks. And so all of a sudden, it just like, it was there. And I was in the booth with the man because I had been warning him. And uh, the booth started spinning. There was a horrific tornado coming. And I woke up and I just wanted to say it is a countdown. It is literally a countdown. We've been given a grace period to get right with the Lord. There's something the Lord wanted me to tell people. You have to really want to be married to the Lord. Sounds really weird, but we are the bride of Christ. There are a lot of people having bride of Christ dreams. It's a relationship, and a lot of people are flirting with the Lord. They don't mind going on like a date and having an encounter or a godly experience with the Lord. But many, many people are like, no, I really can't marry you because I have this lifestyle that I like, and I have these things that I want to hold on to. And I have people in my life that I don't want to leave. And they're not going to be ready. The 5 virgins that had the oil in their lamps were ready. So when the bridegroom shows up, they'll be ready. That means they've decided that they want to be really, really, really want to be married to the bridegroom. That he comes before houses. He comes before money in the bank. He comes before everything. So just saying, be ready. It's literally the final. I mean, he's at the door. It's not much time left. He is sending out, as it happens, he's sending out stronger warnings. There's a lot of people that are experiencing left behind dreams. And I think it doesn't necessarily mean you'll be left behind. I think it's because he wants to show people what it will be like for people who are left behind. These people don't seem to get the fact that the world won't continue as it is. There will be famine, there will be death, there will be terrible diseases, there's going to be severe earthquakes. They think in their mind for some reason that everything is going to continue just like it does, like a normal day, and it's not going to be like that. It's a terrible judgment is coming on the world. And that's all we're supposed to do. Is the Lord used prophets to be a mouthpiece. He used Jonah to warn Nineveh, and Nineveh took heed. They listened. But there's a lot of people who are not going to listen, and they will be left behind. So please get right with the Lord and look at it this way. Are you just flirting with Jesus? Are you just wanting to be having encounters with him here and there? Or do you actually want to be married to him? If you actually want to be the bride of Christ, you will get right without spot or blemish. You will let go of things. You will realize that your home, your job, your money, your material things, your lifestyle here is not worth anything. That it's all going to be destroyed with the world. So it's almost like just make a choice if you want to be married or not.